Hello and welcome to the Gover podcast. Yes, we're keeping that name. I'm here with David Gover and Hayden Rolfe. It's just us two this week. The dream team. The dream
teams.
What's in the news this week, guys? What you got for me? David's got a big one. He's built this up a lot. I'm looking forward to it.
Again, you're going to be aggressively disappointed.
Aggressively disappointed?
No, not really. The big news this week, or moreover today, is that we have some newer kit that's just arrived at the gym. And this gets me more excited than you could possibly fathom.
Yeah, in those shorts I can tell.
That is all that is mattering in my world.
Okay, so what do we got? What do we got?
A seated shoulder press machine, which is one of the things that when we put the gym together, and we thought it was, you're always making compromises from space and what you need. And when I train my shoulders, I use a military press or I dumbbell press. So it was deemed extracurricular. We didn't need it. But I then, having not had one, you're like, drop sets are a real ball ache if you're trying to do it with like a military press or with dumbbells. One of those dicks that's got like 30 pairs of dumbbells around them. That you turn into that guy. So yeah, I'm excited about it. And the other one's just a pre-set up, which I always thought we never needed, a pre-set up bench press, which just means that our racks will be free, so you always be able to get in and squat. So now we've got 3 squat racks, just don't have benches in them, so you can squat, deadlift or military press in those, and
cool.
They should
because there've been quite a few changes aesthetically in the gym over the last few weeks as
well. Walls coming down.
It took me 10 minutes to notice that the wall wasn't there anymore when I was there one morning. I felt so. And this morning staggering. I noticed that about 10 minutes in that there was new drawing on the wall. It took me a while. I sort of like suddenly clocked it about 5 minutes into rowing. But it looks good.
But quickly, Will Blood is the artist. Very talented
really
guy.
Impressive looking thing.
Yeah, just the way he works is, well, if you're not particularly creative or arty like myself, like it just blows my mind watching an artist work, and the pace of it was just unbelievable. Freehand. It's great. Yeah, all freehand, and just he has the ideas. Then they just go down his arm, out of his pen onto a wall.
Has he got a website or anything that you know of?
Yeah, he's on Facebook.
Google Will Blood. Yeah.
Will Blood. He's got an Instagram actually. It's all his installations are brilliant.
Brilliant.
Right, has anyone got an actual news?
Hayden, anything for us?
Well, Matthew, I am going to New Zealand exactly a week tomorrow, so nothing really in this world matters anymore until that.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I should really mention. I haven't mentioned it. This is sort of a Christmas special, really. This is probably. It may well be our final one of the year. We don't know yet. We don't know if we can replace Hayden for the interim when he's not here. I don't know if that's possible. He's going to leave a gap in our lives. But so this is our Christmas special, and in this show, what we're going to be doing is the first thing is we're going to be talking about the fitness festival, the Gover Fitness Festival, which has just passed. Finished with a Christmas party last Saturday, and the second part of the show we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions and everything that entails. But for fitness wise, obviously, not generally. So, guys, Fitness Festival, how did it go? So
we had Monday, which was the Young Guns, and that was our grassroots. So we've got a special type of membership where the 15, 16-year-olds come in on certain days, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, with restricted hours. I guess David's probably the best guide because he ran it.
So yeah, it was really fun working with these whippersnappers, and the second thing that was you just couldn't ignore. These kids just picking it up, doing it, having a laugh, all smiles. It was really. I think working with kids can go either way, can't it? They can be little shits. We all know that.
Yes.
But it's just a really good group of people. We're really lucky. But they are wicked.
Let's move to Tuesday. What happened Tuesday?
Ladies' Day.
You've already got a group of very dedicated ladies that lift.
Yeah, pure, really nice ladies, great, fantastic ambassadors, and going against the grain in terms of what society thinks a woman should be capable of or should be doing, and that some really strong girls that aren't chunky, which is something we're always trying to combat. But that was cool, and again, few new faces, which was really nice. And there's a massive difference between how ladies interact and how men interact. When guys interact, it can be fun, competitive,
passive aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. Always trying to undermine each other, always trying to outdo each other. Women are sincerely someone do something, get a PB. They're all behind them. They're all cheering. Yeah, it's nice that we can learn something from them. It's good.
We can learn something from women.
Be all
guys.
nice.
Okay.
So that was cool.
And Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the massage day, and it was the classes, free taster classes,
Right.
which was cool. Jo, I think she did, as you could imagine, when you're offering free massages at a gym, everyone pounces whether you're going to continue.
So
it or
Jo
not.
is your resident.
Jo Christie is a really, really good sportsman. So she went. She got a proper qualification. I think she went to the London. Yeah. What's it? The London College of Sports Massage.
That's not to say that everyone else at the gym doesn't have a proper qualification.
No, masseuse. But I think particularly with massaging, you
It's
can
important.
become a massage in like 10 days or something.
Yeah.
I think you can. But Jo actually did 4 years of actually doing it as a degree. So she's really good. But she massaged her thumbs to the bone.
I can imagine.
I think she did like 14 back-to-back massages.
My God.
But yeah, good uptake, and it was just nice to have. The
And
gym.
classes as well that day, was it?
Yeah, class as well. So
Classes, yes, the right way of saying it.
yeah, which people seem to really enjoy, and there's good.
So
good
is your regular
fun.
classes sort of all squeezed into one day? Was that?
Yeah, so just a sample. I think they're slightly shorter in length. Just got people in.
Cool.
But that was wicked. What was Thursday?
Thursday was PT taster.
Yeah,
PT
so
day.
the coaches all gave half hour of their time, and just the guys showed people where the value was in it, and subsequently have picked up some new clients, which I look forward to work with.
And they're all pretty much run off their feet that day, were they? Busy influx of people.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Claire Corney has ever worked so hard in all her life. she looked rather put out at the end of the day.
Okay, and Friday. What? Oh God, yeah, I saw the footage of Friday.
Yes.
My God.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on, Rolfie, explain it, because you're in the thick of things.
Oh yeah, no, Friday was awesome fun. That was the lifting and bodybuilders meet, where basically we set up. I think it ran from 6 till 8, and we just put on. It must have been about 10 stations or so. There's quite a few stations.
It's 15.
15 stations.
Yeah, the DJ as well.
We had a DJ. Yeah, we were in pairs, and it was just
Pumping out some
ego
banging
lifting,
tunes. Yes.
huge tunes. It was good fun. Yeah, it was a lot of volume.
It
Good
looked like a
fun.
very hot room from what I saw in the video. Like very sort of warm in there.
I don't actually. Well, it was only when we opened the boxing room door, we were clearing the weights away, that it hit me, and I went in there. I thought, "Wow, that is."
There were a lot of bodies
freezing.
in there, weren't
but
there?
it was boiling in there. But I don't remember ever being in there at the time, thinking, "Jesus Christ, this is hot."
Yeah, and that brings us on to closing out.
Saturday, which was announced on Facebook by Hayden Rolf's bicep, I seem to remember. There was just a looped video
it's a
of
really-
Hayden's.
Really creepy video of Hayden bicep curling. Yeah, no, that might
Was
be
that Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which means
okay.
so yeah. Well, on Saturday, we had our Hayden's going away party / Matthew's birthday / closing out the game / our Christmas party. So it was we just open invite, cleared the gym, got all the kit out, and again
Put some lights up.
DJ, got some festive lights up, and
Put some jumpers on.
Christmas jumpers, lots and lots of drinking, and let the hijinks begin.
Yeah. So I've got one question for you. What's in a Gover special?
The Go Special is exactly what someone needs.
Basically, what
This is the drink you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. It's whatever you want it to be at that point. Is the
No,
Gover.
yeah, sure. I mean, it's pretty much whatever I can get my hands on. But what I was working on was just putting 3 measures or something in.
Now, I think David just said it was a mixture of 3 shots. You say it was 3 kind of.
Yeah, well,
three
different spirits.
Which is a lie. My
It was
my
definitely a lie
dear
in my
friend
drink.
Oliver, he I think he came up to the bar, asked for fancy something a bit different, a David special. And the only way I can describe it is undrinkable. It was
Really?
literally undrinkable.
That really hurts. Every one of the Daily Specials was made with TLC.
David thinks he's Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
Yes.
And as I said to him this morning, you're not short or a Scientologist, so you can't be Tom Cruise.
Yeah, thank God.
I remember as well, for whatever reason, because it was, I kept asking Claire, do you want me to come behind the bar? But Claire just would not let me. And then there was
Why
a point
not?
where there was no one behind the bar. I think it was meant to be Tracy that said she would do a bit, but she went to go get like some tissue or something. So there was quite a few people standing there. I literally stepped over the line, and it was like I heard someone shout, "Hayden, get out of the bar, get away." I think it was either you or Claire that was like, "Hayden, leave the bar."
Did they make you wear a tag on your ankle just the whole night, just to see?
But no, it was really good fun, and like David said, it's nice to. I like the fact that people can see that kind of side of us, and we can see that side of them, and
Yeah, definitely.
it's good atmosphere to have.
Because I think if you're a fitness professional, it can be easy to people might think you're sort of squeaky, you don't like a good party or what have you, but it's just not realistic, is it?
Well, as we said last week, you got to cut loose at some point.
Absolutely. Do it properly.
But when you do want to get back into the swing of things, when you do want to get back into your regime, that's when New Year's resolutions
Zing!
come
I
in,
saw it coming.
isn't it? You saw me look down at the pad,
Seamless.
didn't you? Yeah. So New Year's resolutions, part 2 of the Christmas special. Let's talk about that. So smarter principles. So as every week, David's written a list of things that I don't understand. So I'm just going to read the words out, and they can clarify them. I think that...
firstly, tell me what you think of New Year's resolutions. You think
I
a good
don't
thing,
believe in them.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's a personal thing, but
Every
I
bit
think
was
if you
cynic.
decide to make a change, just make it. Just don't wait until a certain date.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Rolfus?
Personally, myself, I am pretty much like Matt said. If something's going to change, it tends to be there, like pretty much as of then. Or maybe on a Monday.
Maybe Monday. Monday is a good marker.
But I do like the fact that it gives someone an excuse to make a change. So
the sort of impetus to do it.
yeah, so like it's like these Fitbits that have come out. Like people are just wearing them and they're they're seeing the calories they burnt, but they're aware, and people are actively doing more now. Now I can't see how they can be accurate and 100% tell you the exact calories you've burnt, but the point is I like about them is that it's actually making people active, and it's making them go out and do stuff. Like one of my clients' daughter said that she was she isn't into fitness at all. Her mum bought her one of these Fitbits, and there's some sort of I don't really know too much about them, but there's some sort of timer that like it kind of buzzes if you've been sitting down for a certain amount of time.
Oh, really?
And she actually gets up and she'll go on a 10-minute walk or something, which is over the course of the day. That's like maybe an hour more than she would have done normally. So
that's pretty good.
that's how I see the New Year's resolution kind of being the same thing. You actually, it's giving them an excuse to go and attempt to do something. Whether they stick with it, we'll get on to in a bit.
Yeah.
But that's the start of them doing something. Whether it's a day or 2 weeks or 3 months, at least it's giving them a reason to do something.
And that sort of leads us into the number of resolutions. Can you make too many? Is it better to concentrate on one?
Yeah, of course you can make too many. And people are inherently unrealistic with how they do it, and the quantity of them is a big thing. So what I always think it's best to just dominate one thing. Like, what is the biggest domino that's going to make the most impact? If you're shit at managing your time, forget everything else. Sort that out. What steps you're going to make to do it. But with the first thing you want to consider when you're doing your New Year's resolutions. By the way, I do think they're a good thing. I think people quite often will, and like we all do, they have ideas of something, but they actually do nothing to make it actually happen. So a New Year's, even though it's sure they can just do it whenever, is a time when they might actually sit down with a pen and paper and might have some kind of strategy rather than to make it happen, rather than just I'm now going to try and be better at this. Well, that never works if you're that vague. So how to make it successful? Smarter principles. So that's an acronym for specific, measurable, exciting, accepted, realistic, time phase, something else,
breath,
and
just
the
make
last
something
one
up.
is recorded. Oh God, what's the? Oh, they're not. The second one might be exciting, or something like that.
Eggs.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was it?
Smarter. So specific, measurable, accepted, realistic, time phased, exciting, recorded. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's a really nice place to start. So with your goals, and so as long as they tick all these boxes, that you're on the right path pretty much. So being specific with your goal, as specific as possible, is really, really really important.
And having that sort of one aim, one resolution, maximum two, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So it's to do with quantity of them, but when I think about specificity. Yeah,
specificity. There you go.
I'm thinking about within the goal. Someone's goal might be, I want to be rich this year. Well, it's useless. It just doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so your goal needs to be really specific. Right, let's break it down. How are you gonna, what area do you want to? How are you going to earn the money? And of those things, what's going to make the biggest difference?
And what are your markers? What
yeah,
markers
exactly.
do you want to hit along the way?
Your key performance indicators.
Okay, exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, it needs to be specific as possible. Go on, Rolfie.
I was just going to say, I think as well, like if you say stuff like, I want to be rich this year, like, and you better believe it, there's people out there that's what their New Year's resolution will be.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you say that, but I don't think you believe that you're actually going to be rich that year. Like, I don't think you ever believe your goal if it's a matter of, like, I just want to lose weight. Yeah, I want to lose weight. I think deep down there's that feeling that, I probably actually won't lose weight. And then, like, I think you were just about to get on to digging a bit deeper. So, I don't know, maybe saying, right, I want to be rich this year. How am I going to be rich this year? What steps am I going to take to earn myself more money and go down that route? But when it's really, really vague, I think you never really believe in yourself anyway that it's going to actually happen.
If it's being specific is breaking it down into the smaller bits. So what needs to be done first, and if it's the big overall thing, it just seems like something that can't happen.
Well, you're setting yourself up to fail from the outset, aren't you? If it's that general, it's abstract, isn't it? It's just so far away that you just can't grasp it.
And all ideas do start like that. I get that, but you need to work it back. Okay, so the next one is being measurable.
Yeah.
So let's keep it fitness based. So if you want to add some size to your muscles, right? Well, how much size do you want to add? Let's measure your muscles now, and then when you, after 12 weeks of doing your program, let's remeasure them. Let's assess how well it's been. But if you've got no markers, the key performance indicators, if you like, to tell you how you're doing, you're going to lose motivation because you're not going to realise if you're doing well.
Yeah.
And also, you're not going to realise if you're doing badly. So you need to close the feedback loop, and that's why you need to make it measurable. So specific, measurable, accepted, right? So normally when we talk about goals that are accepted, it tends to be with your coach, because you might do something that is nutty, that might be detrimental to your health. For example, something that's popped into my head is a girl that doesn't need to lose any more body fat trying to get more skinny.
Right.
So that you need to have it ideally with a peer or someone that cares about you, or a professional in that area to agree your goal. Say, yeah, this is realistic. This is not detrimental to your health, and this is a good thing to goal to set. And that's important as well. Talking to someone else about it, even talking about your goals, makes them just add something. I think, because sometimes you can feel embarrassed about them, and there tends to be reasons for that, being like you're being either overly ambitious or you're being overly cautious. Either way, if you feel uncomfortable telling someone about your goals, then maybe there's something you need to address with yourself first.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
And R, what does R stand for again?
Realistic.
Okay.
So yeah, I've probably already mentioned it.
Yeah, we've pretty much done realistic.
So the number of them is one, just focus on one thing, dominate it. But realistic in terms of, is it achievable? Is it something that can happen within the set time frame?
And again, it's not setting yourself up to fail in that respect as well, isn't it? You've got realistic goals.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, isn't it, with New Year's resolutions? That's probably why most people, fail. That's why. I
think statistically most people do fail New Year's resolutions.
It's because it's not realistic. They don't realise the work that they're keeping it on a fitness base. If say they're looking to drop body fat percentage, they don't realise how long the process might take. Also, everyone's body's different. Like you're reading in a magazine how this woman had this huge transformation in 12 weeks. And they just kind of expect that will happen to them. But realistically, because of how like hormonally everyone's body's responding differently. That might not be the case. It might take a little bit longer.
And I still maintain that time of year is the worst time of year to try and start anything new. I know I've got this obsession with the darker nights and the weather and stuff, but it's cold and it's dark and you want to stay in and eat and watch TV. It's not the best time to try and break a habit of something. Surely when you've got more daylight hours available to you, that's, if you're going to start at some set point, that's the point to start. Well,
I mean, I'd never considered that to be a factor.
Well, I do, David.
Well, I can tell.
Yeah.
Right. Tell me about. So, I personally have had loads. I've set some New Year's resolutions, and I've had them fail, and I think it's because they've been unrealistic before. Can you boys think of any examples of doing that, or do you actually not set yourself any?
I've literally never done New Year's resolutions. I mean, the Vegas.
Why?
I do
What are you
vague
scared
ones
of,
like,
Matthew?
I need to go to more gigs next year. That's about as far as I get with that, because it's sort of like it doesn't matter that much if I don't do it. T. What was T? I can't remember.
Time phased.
Okay, so we've pretty much discussed that as well. You know, you got your set goals. You got to meet.
But like, for example, even when you said, right, next year I'm going to go to more gigs, but that doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, it doesn't. That's why I can say it.
So yeah, but if you're like, right, I'm going to try to go to 2 gigs a month, that would make sense.
Okay.
That's why you need to time phase it.
Okay.
It just helps with so girls. Don't leave them open ended, because you will fill that time.
And E was exciting.
Yeah, it should get. Well,
Make it
all goals
fun.
should get you jacked. If you're not this guy, I think if Tom was here, talk about like it being a good enough why. But for it to be a good why, then it needs to be exciting, or the process needs to be exciting. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. You say smart goals.
Smarter.
So smarter. I was thinking, what's the E in smart?
It's a silent E.
I was really so for that last 50 seconds. I've just been trying to.
I saw you phase out.
I was thinking, surely I'm not getting this retarded. Like, surely.
I saw you go to your happy place. Then it was eyes glaze over and sink back into the sofa.
I'm really sorry. Can you just repeat that?
Okay, so a goal should be exciting.
Exciting. Yeah.
It's a good one to ask Hayden, because sometimes your training looks dull.
Yourself. You've got to enjoy process overall. I think for you to continue success, I think you've got to enjoy it. Exactly. So when I said to you, or the reason I actually kind of got off the whole bodybuilding type training and went into the CrossFit is because I found it a little bit dull, just doing my single sets, waiting for a minute, 2 minutes, then doing a set again. And that's kind of the only training that I'd ever gone through. So I started to get a little bit bored of it. So I went into the whole CrossFit, and it was a bit more intense, a bit
more varied.
Yeah, more varied. I enjoyed the program a bit more. But that doesn't say now that I don't go back into the bodybuilding. But now I've time phased my training, so I know when my off season and season is, and that's kind of how I work it around. So I now don't find the bodybuilding part boring, because I haven't done it for, say, 6 months.
So
and
it
then
keeps the interest up.
and then I go and do it for 8 weeks, and I enjoy it. I like lifting like that.
I guess a lot of goals people set for their businesses, don't they?
Guys, turn your phones off. It's like five
that's not
dings
me.
and beeps.
This is how ridiculous Hayden is. He knows his phone is broken.
Yeah.
He knows his phone is broken, and he's still got it on his person. He can't do anything, but he lets it be near him so he can hear it go off.
Yeah.
And then go, it's so frustrating not being able to look at it. Just take this thing, throw it in the bin, and buy another one.
But also, sorry, just last bit on that, like exciting is imagine going to the gym every day and before your session and not looking forward to it'd be like
you'd stop going. You would stop going eventually.
Yeah, of course you would. How could you possibly achieve anything that you want to achieve if you actively hate doing it? Or
I think for a lot of people though, they're what is important is the end product or their body changing. So they might well start off hating it. People tend to grow to enjoy their training.
Yeah.
But they will start off hating it, and what gets them through is the keep thinking back to why they're doing it and that end result.
I suppose accountability comes into it again in that way.
Yeah. Well, when I think about accountability, for some reason, turn it off.
I literally can't. It doesn't do anything.
there you go.
It makes no
You know, on the side of an iPhone that you just flip the bit down
Yeah.
to make silent. That's all we had to do.
Okay, well, wait until the next thing.
Let's see.
Right.
Let's see.
But then a lot of people do stick to things, and they're not exciting. So, but I think it just helps, doesn't it? But with people can take enjoyment from the feeling of getting closer to their goal. Like, so if it's broken down into phases and they're getting to the next bit and they feel that bit closer, then they can enjoy that. But actually, the process they might not find exciting.
Yeah, I think that they're excited to like get the end product. Like they're excited that they can potentially see the end product. And that's still something worth. It's making them go there every day. It's making them
Definitely.
Right, guys, we're running out of time.
Sorry.
What was R? What's the final?
Recorded. So yeah, document. Do it. Your goals need to be a formal document.
So you can actually look
they
at
can't
them.
just be in the ether in your head or whatever. You just write them down.
That also helps with staying on track. If you're recording your results like every 4 weeks, you're having your remeasure, and you can see the numbers moving the right way, then it's going to keep you on track. It's going to keep going.
It's going to keep you managing your expectations in the right way as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Okay.
Right. What?
We've pretty much sort of encompassed all of your list in the smarter thing, I would say. But what I've been looking forward to is David's got issues. This week's David's got issues. But what issue have you got this week, David?
Well, actually, I do have. There is something that's been on my mind that's been upsetting me this week.
Right.
And that is that my fiance has decided not to like me anymore.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
Wow.
That's right.
Well, happy Christmas, everyone.
Maybe. No, I hate, Matthew.
Right.
That the assumption is made when you're in a relationship that you should be friends with all their friends. I think
true.
sometimes it's nice to do, like to socialise all together. I don't think it should be obligatory, and I think when I don't want to do it, I shouldn't be in trouble for it.
No man is an island, but the island's quite nice at the same time. It's a nice place to go to on a day trip.
Especially when you're slightly hungover. Like, if anything, like they should have to come to you
and bring you pizza.
That's the main thing. Like, having to travel to East Grinstead is just is outrageous.
A fate worse than death.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that's why David's got issues. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's just. Give me a break.
And that's the message we're going to finish on this week. Apart from happy Christmas, everyone, I guess.
It feels weird saying it now, but
I know.
Christmas,
I know. And bon voyage, Hayden.
Yeah, see you in a few weeks.
Have fun with the Kiwis.
This is really sad, but I cannot wait for Hayden's come back. He'll be extra skinny, and I'm going to really make double my efforts and be really blonky for when he comes back.
We're definitely spiraling out of control again here, but I'm pretty sure someone, a member that you hadn't seen for probably 8 or 9, probably 8 weeks or something, came up to you the other day and said, "Oh, I see you started training then." So
this kiddie came up to me because I normally train at 11 o'clock. Like that's I work at PTs all morning, coaching all morning, and then we train from 11 till 12, and then evening back to the sessions. So I missed my AM session for whatever reason. So I was training in the evening. This kiddie comes up to me and is like, "Oh, cool, you started training." I was like, "Ouch." It was outrageous. Right, I think that's probably.
Shall we wrap the fuck up now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's do this, guys. Happy Christmas. Have a good one. Indulge. Don't feel afraid of indulging, but then get back onto it. In the new year, and we will be back saying stuff down a microphone. And
I know. I can't believe we haven't in this podcast haven't had this this conversation yet. What's your New Year's resolution?
I haven't got one.
Are you still playing this game?
I haven't got a New Year's resolution.
Not setting goals is the fastest way to get nowhere, Matthew.
I set goals. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions.
Oh my God, it's the same thing. It's just
it's not
time of year.
Exactly. It's putting a really bullshit label on it. Just have goals. That's fine.
Matt's too cool for a New Year's resolution.
Get out of my house.
Go on, Rolfie, really quickly. Then we'll all go. Obviously, he hasn't got one either.
Oh no, I guess. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's hit the fan.
Oh no.
Oh no. Go. Well, Hayden's just hoofed the coffee over. I've never seen Matt move so fast in all his life. It's a really nice beige carpet.
We need vanish ASAP.
Right, on that note, I think we really should go. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh no, oh my god, get some salt. How much salt?
That's red wine you
Get some hot and soapy. Get some hot and soapy.
Is that your chat on?
As Mike from the pub used to say that when we were cleaning down. It was like, it's hot and soapy time, boys, hot and soapy. Stop saying you need vanish. Can I get some hot and soapy? Let's have a look at that.
Make lips up blood.
Oh my gosh. Get some hot and soapy ASAP.
Where do we get hot and soapy from?
Kitchen.
And what even is hot and soapy?
Just hot water with soap in it. Go!
I don't know where the kitchen is. I don't know where the water is. I don't know where the
Sorry, don't worry about it.
Matthew,
Yeah.
this is an issue.
It's going to be an issue, but I'm going to deal with it. Don't worry.
We need to get some
Do you
water.
know what your behaviour's gone and done? We're never ever going to get a coffee again. We'll be lucky to invite back. We'll never get a coffee.
We got partnership. Okay. Let's round this off. After that brief interval of coffee on the carpet, shall we just, happy Christmas, everyone from Gover Gym. Govergym.co.uk is the website. Everyone say happy Christmas in a funny way down the microphone now. Go on.
January courses, Gover Gym, best start to 2017 ever.
Absolutely, because that's
Merry
where
Christmas.
New Year's resolutions work.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
I thought it was another coffee cup then. Oh my god. I was like, you've got to be joking.
It's now 4 hours later, and I'm happy to say the coffee has come out of the carpet, but Hayden has been reported to the police. Anyway, govergym.co.uk. Go there, do some stuff in the new year, and have a happy Christmas. Cheers. Bye-bye.